Hi everyone, this is Rian of Pinoys and NZ, and we are here today with Miss Rez to talk about IELTS and OET. Can you tell me about yourself, Ma'am Rez?
Of course. Hello everyone. My name is Rez and I'm based here in Davao City. I've been teaching IELTS and OET for the past 10 years, but especially for OET, I had started at around 2014. And Rian actually was one of my students before he went to New Zealand. I think it was in 2017?
2017, yes.
Great. Okay, so I'm quite honored that you have chosen me to become a speaker for the IELTS and OET. Alright, Rian, so you flew all the way from New Zealand. I bet you have a lot of questions for me. So what do you want to know about IELTS or OET first?
So I think the most common question going abroad is how to pass IELTS or OET.
Exactly.
Do you have tips for us?
Of course, that's my bread and butter. But I guess the first one is to identify the difference between IELTS and OET. So IELTS, again, International English Language Testing System, and it assesses your academic English if you're taking the IELTS academic. And it basically talks about, say, like global topics, all right? And then it could be actually anything under the sun. So if you're a wide reader, it would really be helpful. What worries, though, to most of the candidates is that they're not that, I'm sorry to say, they're not that well read. So they have this difficulty in expounding on some topics such as climate change, shortage in housing, and so on. But if you happen to be a wide reader and then you're very much updated with the current events, it's not that actually difficult for you. So you could actually focus more on the practice. So I guess that's really like the major description of the IELTS. And for Filipino candidates, they don't have much problem with general English. But when it comes to the academic English, that's where the problem lies. Whereas in the OET, it stands for Occupational English Test. So this is an English standardized test, but it uses medical English. So for healthcare workers, it's really quite a familiar. So if I were to say that OET is easier than IELTS, I don't think it's easier. It has the same challenges, but it's just that the level of familiarity. So it could help them focus more on the skills building, and they don't need to have problems on other topics that they might not be, again, familiar with. So they don't need to study about traditions, cultures, what else, government policies, and so on. So they could save time with their topics, and they could already focus more on preparing themselves in order to really maximize their performance on the OET. Okay, so again, that's the two major difference between the OET and the IELTS.